All right, good morning. Welcome to the week before spring break. Some quick announcements before I get into your assignments actually for this week. So, posted today are these social studies assignments that you will have for the entire week. We're going to try it out this way this week, as a lot of you indicated that you liked this in our virtual meetings last week. So, please double check to make sure your assignments are finished from last week. This week's assignments are due by Saturday, April 11th. That's this Saturday at midnight. Please email me if you think this will be a problem. And then I know I've talked to a few of you. Please try to set up a schedule or maybe a to-do list. This will help make it easier to tackle all of your classwork. And then again, anytime that I'm posting videos, please watch them and complete the work in the order it is posted in the Google Classroom. So we're going to start with what is posted first, and that is about something called the Aryan migration. So I'm going to go over the information in this part of the lesson first. So we've been talking about the Indus River Valley civilization, and your last activity from last week went into life in the Indus River Valley. So you all saw that they had very well-planned cities that seemed to have well-organized governments and people that were living a fairly equal existence. I enjoyed reading some of your stories and seeing your pictures. But what happened to the Indus Valley civilization is it began to disappear around 1700 BC. While the people from this civilization still lived in small farming communities in the area, they no longer had very much power or lived in those great cities. So the first thing I want you to do is go to this website and just look around at what may have happened to the Indus Valley civilization. Just kind of scroll around, read through, skim through. So some of the ideas that people had is that maybe the cities became overcrowded and could no longer be maintained. Trading networks might have collapsed. There might have been invasion or war, or possibly natural disasters like floods or droughts. Some scientists even believe maybe the path of the Indus River changed because of seismic activity, like a big earthquake or something like that, that would have gotten in the way of the production of food. Regardless, no one knows for sure exactly what happened to the Indus River Valley civilization. But we do know that around the same time that this civilization was crumbling, a group of people called the Aryans arrived. So this group of people came into the power across the region, and you'll see on the map on this slide, they came from Central Asia, and they traveled down into Southern Asia, into what is now India. When the Aryans came in, they brought about cultural diffusion. Remember diffusion when I sprayed the really not good smelling apple cinnamon spray in class? Diffusion itself is the spread of something. Cultural diffusion is the spread of people, ideas, and objects from one region and culture to another. So when the Aryans came, literally you saw people spreading, and they brought with them their ideas and other things. So these people bring about a lot of new changes. As new ideas mixed with old ideas, the arrival of the Aryans into India had a huge effect on the government, social class structure, and belief systems of the region. So from here, what you're going to do, you're going to minimize your slideshow, and you're going to pull up this document, Indus Valley and Aryans Comparison. This will be your graded portion. So this is what needs to get returned in the Google Classroom. And you are going to compare the government, the religion, the writing, the social classes, culture, and agriculture of the Indus Valley to that of these new people that came into the area, the Aryans. So to do that, you'll come back to the slideshow, and you'll start reading more about the Aryans. Anything that you see in red is going to need to be put on this chart. But you're going to have to figure out the red areas where they fit on the chart. So for example, this first one says that the Aryans were nomadic hunters and herders that eventually settled into farming villages. So you'll come back here and kind of look at where would that fit? Probably in with culture, and you'll add it into the chart. You'll come back again and look at the next parts of the slide. cattle was very valuable. And then again, you'll see this warriors with weapons, metal-tipped spears, arrows, horses, and wooden war chariots. Come back to this chart, look around, figure out where the best place for that would be. And again, in that culture area, notice that for the Indus Valley, it was a peaceful society, few weapons found among the ruins. So the first part of this week's lesson is going through these slides and trying to figure out these red areas, where they would fit, and then seeing how did the Aryans compare to the people that lived in the Indus River Valley civilization. When you finish this document, you will submit it. I will check it over, make sure you put the information in the right spots, and then you'll move on to the second part of the lesson. And for that, I will have a separate video.